Hi everybody, this is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. Welcome back to another plan with me. Today I am doing oh my god, I got so tripped over my words. I'm doing a planner video on, what do I normally say? Today I'm doing a plan with me, a spread, I don't know. Anyways, it was the week of February 24th, leading into the first week of March. I'm still memory planning. I have not yet gotten into the memory planning of any of the social distancing or shelter in place kind of stuff yet, and I'm kind of just relishing these last few plan with me's where I can talk about normal life and interesting things that I do throughout the week before I have to try and do an interesting voiceover of me being like, I worked from home for 3 weeks and I did a Zoom happy hour 4 days this week, but we'll get there when we get there. I'm thinking it'll be a good time once I get into those. I've mentioned in videos before, but I think it'll be a good time to start incorporating some of the plan with me's and memory plan. What? I can't talk this morning. Planner videos from memory planning weeks in 2019. Hopefully weeks where I did more exciting stuff and I went on more exciting trips and stuff, so I have more interesting and upbeat things to talk about than staying at home. But anyways, okay, on to this week a little bit. I used this kit from Lil Bees. It is so pretty. I was so excited to get it. I got it pretty early in the winter season, but this is probably, I think, the last really wintry spread that I am doing for the 2020 Erin Condren winter season in this particular planner. So yeah, I think this is just the last really wintry one, but I really like it. It's rose gold, which I feel like a lot of shops don't necessarily pull in rose gold foil for their kits for winter time kits. I don't know, but it's got this very blushy rose gold kind of theme to it, and that meant that I was able to pull in I haven't really been buying Simply Gilded washi as much as I normally, or well, not normally, but there was definitely a phase that I went through where I bought every Simply Gilded release, whether I was really into the washi or not, I don't do that anymore. I have two acrylic drawers two acrylic stacked drawer sets of all of the washi, and they're almost full, and I'm pretty good. So unless I see something incredible, I kind of don't feel the need to just complete my collection, anymore. So anyways, point of that being, I did have to get, when she released the blush toned rose gold collection, I had to get it in is it 5 and 15 millimeter bows, I think, whatever the little bows are and the big bows are. I realized that I don't really like the style of the bow and the medium bow, so I don't use those very often, but I love the big and the little bows. So you can see I am using 2 of the different washi's from that collection in the sidebar here. They literally every single washi from that collection matched this kit. So I was just choosing which 2 I felt like using. But other than that is pretty much everything that's in the sidebar. I used almost everything was from this kit, in the kind of laying down of the spread. I pulled up some questions from my Instagram from a couple months ago. I realized that I asked for questions and I also asked for assumptions, and I got through nearly all the assumptions, but I never answered any of the questions. So it looks like I kind of have run out of time to answer those today, but hopefully I've got a ton of them, so I'll try and get to those in the next couple planner videos too. Okay, so Monday I just marked going on a coffee run with a cup from the kit, and then that bow is from Harriet Wright Designs. I will try not to say it because I used that bow a million times, but all of the little bow overlays that I always do in this spread, they're all the rose gold ones from Harriet Wright Designs. I had one meeting this day. I marked it with a little bow flag from the kit, and then I had a bunch of mail that I needed to pick up, so I marked that with a envelope from the kit, and then also that same overlay bow. And then, oh gosh, this pains me. I bought my Stagecoach tickets this day, which that has since been canceled. It's a music festival that I go to every year for my birthday with my friends. That was canceled pretty early on. It's been postponed to October. I'm trying to figure out if I can still make it then. Like with everything with the job uncertainty, I don't want to buy like a $500 plane ticket yet, but we'll see. I also marked meal prepping on Monday, and I used a snowflake from Honey inked over top of a half box. And then on Tuesday, I had to go, like first thing in the morning, I had to go to, it's called a Genius Bar. It's like the IT kind of help desk I can go to in person at work. I was having some issues with my computer, so I used a computer from the kit and that bow overlay. And then again, another snowflake from Honey inked. I love those for winter. I'm really sad to not be able to use them in spring. I mean, I could, but it doesn't make sense in my head, so I will definitely be missing those as I start to do more spring spreads. And then I marked 3 meetings similarly to how I marked them on Monday. I marked working late with a paper clip from My Newest Addiction. Unpopular opinion, that style of paperclip was the best paperclip that My Newest Addiction has ever released. I wanted to bring those back. I love those. I think they're so cute. And then I also just marked that when I got home after working late, I had a pretty lazy night, so I just used some deco from the kit and a third box from the kit. I posted this on my Instagram the other day, but I am petitioning to have more kits and like sticker shops include third boxes in their kits, like a lot of them, not just 1 or 2 or 3. Like third boxes are a great size, like arguably a better size than a half box or a quarter box. So I really love third boxes, because for me, like anything can go in a quarter box, doesn't matter, but I kind of don't want to put things that aren't important in half boxes. Like it feels a little weird to me, but quarter boxes are a really good size. It's like to put like something that is important. I don't know. They're just in my brain. They're a really good size. Okay. I've talked over Wednesday. Wednesday I had an ergonomic, I don't know how to say that, assessment of my desk and stuff at work, because this is so like depressing, but I was having wrist issues from like typing and using my mouse too much, because I'm so like, heavy desk employee kind of person. So they did an ergonomic assessment, and that was nice. So I used a little scallop from Pineapple Design. I marked 2 meetings the same way that I had previously marked them. I marked scheduling a Miami trip. My girlfriends and I were going to go on a trip to Miami. That's obviously not happening anymore, but I worked on a spreadsheet for that. And then I also marked working late with a box from the kit, a Pineapple Design Girl, and a Rose Color Day swoosh. Okay, on to Thursday. Thursday I had 1 meeting. I marked it with a flag from the kit and then another Honey inked little snowflake. I went to a brow event at work that they put on called Big Brow Energy. I used a little mascara tube from Paper Blush Bar to mark that, but it made sense in my head because we got free like brow gel at the event. We also got matched for our brow color, so that was really fun. I marked going to Starbucks later with some deco from the kit, and then I also cut down a flag and used an icon from the kit to mark that I had a performance review this day, and then I used a heart from Clever Gal Crafts to mark that in the performance review I got a raise and a bonus, so that was a fun day or a fun afternoon. Okay, on to Friday. I marked that my family went to Maui. I was really sad I couldn't go. I just had like worked through all my PTO for my honeymoon, and I was like just barely not in the red anymore in PTO, so I don't actually remember where that airplane is from, so I apologize. And then I marked that I had 3 meetings this day with another bow from Clever Gal Crafts, and then I marked that Steven's brother came into town this day too with a suitcase from Paper Blush Bar. And then this evening, Steven and I went to some bars with some of his coworkers. We went to like a kind of beer kind of bar. So that was fun. And then we went to a like arcade kind of bar afterwards. That was kind of wild, but Also fun. So I used a Planning World beer to mark that. Oh, I don't think I've mentioned, but I do have codes for some of these shops, including Planning World. You can find them all down below. And then I also marked that there was a sale for Amika that I got to be a part of because of my company, which is Amika is a hair brand. You can find them online wherever, and I participated in that day. It was pretty good percentage off. The hairdryer was from Paper Blush Bar. Okay, on to Saturday. I marked doing an Instagram haul on my stories with a Instagram little icon from the kit. That was all a bunch of beauty products that I got from Sephora that I had been holding on to. A lot of them were stuff that was meant to be like travel toiletries, kind of worthless right now. But I marked that after I got all that new stuff, I went through and I organized how I store all my travel toiletries. So I marked that with a candle piece of deco from the kit. And then after that, we met up with Steven's family in the afternoon. We did a beer tasting at a brewery, so I marked that with a scallop from Panabird Design, and then a beer mug from, I think it's from Sticky Sloth Design. And then Steven's brother was in town, like I mentioned. We did the beer, like brewery tasting, all that with him, and we went out to dinner for his birthday that night too. So I marked that with a half box and a heart from the kit. And then those balloons are from Rose and Tea Shop, I think. I don't really like how I put them down, but I kind of had to do it that way to cover the deco that was on that half box. So it doesn't look great, but I would have organized it differently if I could, but I was like low on half boxes and having to use ones that had really big pieces of deco on them, which if you're a shop, I would love if you would not do that, because I hate having to cover the deco. I also marked at the bottom, but you couldn't see it, that we went and had birthday cake at his parents' house afterwards, and it was with a Paper Blush Bar, a little cupcake. And then on to Sunday, I had a very typical Sunday this day. I marked Hello March by layering some a script from Artbox Deco over top the washi, and then I marked cleaning with an icon from the kit. And then again, sorry I'm out of frame here, but I put down a little like utensil crock from Piper Paper Company to mark that I went grocery shopping and I meal prepped this day. And then I don't know if I got back in frame here. Let's hope so. But anyways, I'm laying down another little squiggle or swoosh or whatever you want to call it divider from Rose Color Days. I used a couple of those this week. If you see any dividers, they're all from Rose Color Days. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but okay. I also marked that I guess I never got myself back in frame. There you go. You can see the bottom now. I started, Stephen really started doing some thank yous from our wedding a little late. So this is the whole spread. I really hope you enjoyed it. Kind of the last winter one for 2020. I'll be moving on to spring now shortly, or at least some transitional ones. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to find me on Instagram if you don't follow me there already. And that's all for now. Thanks, everybody. Bye.